Hey everybody, I'm Dane Sanders, and I'm in my garage right now to make a point, which I'll make in just a second. A week or so ago, I invited any of you who went to my blog to consider current reality and future vision, looking at a new year and what you want to accomplish. And what I noticed in response was a couple things. One, a lot of you guys watched the video and grabbed the PDF and went through the process, and your responses were really revealing. As I was going through the different questions around, I should mention, if you want to go get those, you can still go check out the video and download the PDF if you're looking at the new year and what you want to do and planning. That might be resourceful for you. Go check that out. But for those of you who've already seen it and actually filled out the PDF, here's my feedback back. Around the questions around how much money have you made and do you want to make, how many clients have you had and do you want to have, how your averages are adjusting, and how happy are your clients. What I noticed was there was a lot of responses that were confusing, that were vague, that were basically saying, I want more, like more money, I want more clients, I want bigger averages, and I want people to know some kind of vague sense of that they wanted specific answers, but they weren't sure how they were going to get them. And as I was thinking about it, I was like, what metaphor captures the feel I had as I was reading these responses? And I thought of my garage right away. Because if you come into my garage, you see a lot of good intentions, like there's chaos here, but there's also order. Like I have some structure, some places, some things like projects I want to work on, and we got laundry rolling right now, and we got my workout space, and I have intentions on doing things with, and all this stuff. Works around the house, and I can tell you with all honesty, I want to do more, better, quicker, faster with all these spaces. But there's so much kind of clutter that I honestly. I can get distracted so quickly and on to the next thing and on to the next thing, and I never feel like I have traction. I have a hunch, if you're watching this, you can relate to what I'm talking about. And that feeling of working so hard with good intentions without seeing results is just a bad recipe. And what I want to do now is I want to show you a contrasting view of what it can look like to remove the clutter and actually find a way to get clarity for where you're going with your business. So now we're in a different context. This is my business office, and in this space, although it doesn't look very exciting, we don't have a lot of different things you could do with a lot of great options. One thing that's clear is you know why you're here if you come up to this business loft. When stuff comes in, this is my big inbox. Could be a receipt, could be a deposit, could be a bill, could be whatever. It shows up here and it has to be dealt with. This is kind of my accounts payable, my accounts receivable, all my email interactions with clients, all my redundancies with files, everything is in this space. But I have a specific task that you go through. And when I was thinking about the garage, where there's all these intentions, good intentions maybe, that never actually get done, in contrast with my business office, what I'm amazed by is in this space, stuff gets done. And the proof of it is based on what you see. There's clean spaces because everything has been processed. Now, when people come in, when people I work with, when stuff gets dropped off, whatever, I have a specific set of processes that I go through with each thing. So with a receipt, it comes in, it goes in my scanner, and the scanner gets backed up in my Drobo, and once it comes through, it'll get sent to my bookkeeper, and bills will get paid, and if it's a deposit that gets scanned, that'll get taken to the bank. But in every case, I know what I'm going to do specifically. And if I'm going to give you guys, again, more direct feedback on your responses, was you weren't clear about what you actually wanted to do. There was almost like a resistance to commit to a deeper level of what you wanted to accomplish. And the reason I know that is not because of bad intentions. I know you want more, but it wasn't clear to me about how much more, specifically, concretely. So let me show you what I mean. So in the worksheet that I get you guys to take advantage of, I asked a couple questions. Number one, how much revenue are you bringing in? Number two, how many clients? Number three, what's the average? Which is just simply the revenue divided by the amount of clients that you have. The fourth thing I asked you was how happy your clients are. That's a whole other conversation we'll deal with later. But let's just tackle these three things around, and again, the theme is how can we declutter? Now, let's say, for argument's sake, you wanted to make an extra $24K this year. That's the goal. Based on what you've done in the past and what you want to do in the future, you want to make $24,000 extra dollars. And you look at your averages and you come up with a number and you go, okay, my best guess is my ideal clients, I'm making about $2,000 a pop. And maybe that feels like a lot to some of you, maybe that sounds like a little. For our sake, it doesn't matter. These are just arbitrary numbers to help you get clear on what you need to do and remove such the anxiety that comes with having goals and committing to them. But if you do the math pretty quickly, you figure out $24,000 divided by $2,000 means you need 12 clients. 12 clients in a year to make an extra $24K. Well, if I need 12 clients, how many clients do I need a month? Well, I need one client a month. So to get one client a month, how many leads do I need to get that one client in the door? And let's say it's 5 leads to get one client. For you it might be more, maybe less. It doesn't really matter. The point is, you see, we're just chunking down to manageable numbers that declutter what we're up to. It's a single focus. And when you can get down to these single focus tasks of my job is to get 5 new leads this month, and that's it. All of a sudden I become more like a pitcher who's trying to get strikes, who's focusing on what you can uniquely do. You don't have control over the market all the time, but you do have control over your tasks. And if you can focus all of your tasks around a single effort like leads, whatever you're doing now, just do more of it to get those leads. But to get 5 more leads a month, that could make the difference between a $24,000 bonus this year or not. Now, if these ideas are helpful, man, give me some feedback on it in the comments. But even better, there's a link down below to get a PDF to help you declutter in a bunch of different areas. So get the download, answer the questions, leave your comments, and we'll come back and keep this conversation going.